our next speaker, James Benson, the president of the NAACP of the Providence branch. He spent his entire career working in housing and community development. He's been a tireless advocate for affordable housing, for minority issues, in the underserved communities. He's a past president of the Urban League of Rhode Island and is in his 8th year as a president of the NAACP in Providence. So, thank you.
Well, I feel very blessed I got the introduction. I didn't think that was going to happen. Surprise, surprise. Well, I'm here because of Nathan Carpenter. Let's give him a round of applause. Brother Nathan had the audacity to come to one of our NAACP meetings, and he was on the agenda talking about renewable energy and climate change. And I said, you know what, that's something that we need to know about. Rhode Island, when you talk about Rhode Island, you're talking about our communities of color, which is 30%. 30% of Rhode Islanders are people of color. And when you look at our children, 5 and under, it's close to 50%. So whatever affects Rhode Island, it affects our communities. We have to be here. We can't just think of it as somebody else's issue and they'll deal with that. We'll deal with mass incarceration, we'll deal with the jobs and whatever. We have to deal with everything. So Nathan, thank you for getting me to be more involved in this, and thank you guys. I know I met with you guys I think it was a few days ago. So one of the reasons why I'm here is because of jobs. Our community needs jobs. Jobs and job training. Green jobs are twice as labor intensive as fossil fuel jobs. We will be looking at a massive overhaul to our state's energy system, so we need thousands of new jobs, new workers, which is jobs, jobs, and jobs. So, I mean, we are always the people that have the highest unemployment rate. The president always talks about it's the lowest unemployment rate in history. Yeah, but it's still double the white unemployment rate, which hasn't changed in 50 years. So, relative to what, So jobs is always going to be important in our community. There is a potential new revenue stream of at least $3 billion for our state. We send that money out of state right now to pay for our energy. Through a public agency and an investment in renewable energy, we would then deliver some of that profit back to Rhode Island citizens in the form of annual dividends to help with cost of living. The cost of living, to help with schools, to help with playgrounds, to help with parks. On average, Alaska gives every person about $1,500 a year in dividends through their program with natural gas. A family of 4 gets $6,000 a year. If that was implemented in Rhode Island, it would have a tremendous effect. The median income for white Rhode Islanders is $62,000. For black Rhode Islanders, it's $29,000. So it would have a tremendous effect in terms of income. If something like that would have happened here. We're talking about dividends. Also, through a public agency, the energy profits would also go back to municipalities to help restore and build roads and schools and everything that we currently need that we say we can't afford. The Allens Avenue area of Providence has the highest asthmatic level for any square mile in New England. I didn't know that. In New England. And I'm from Boston originally, born and raised in the city of Boston. My parents are from Cape Rhode Island, West Africa. But, I'm in New England. And it's the 9th highest in the country. Switching to renewable energy and decarbonizing would almost completely alleviate this problem. Clean drinking water. Fracking might not be big around here, but it is contaminating drinking water all around the world, especially in low-income areas. Individuals are popping up with cancer and brain tumors because they're literally poison. There's literal poison in the water. They set their tap water on fire because of the high concentration of gases which seep into their reservoirs. Moving away from fracking and pushing for renewable energy would help maintain clean drinking water, water to water, dishes, clothes, etc. I mean, water, drinking water, it's so fundamental to all of us. Air pollution. Indoor smoke, occupational hazards, and cancerous agents from carbon emissions account for 5 million deaths every year. Environmental racism only worsens this issue for people of color. Global warming is a serious issue that affects all of us. This problem would more heavily affect the working and lower class with flooding and droughts before it would affect the rich. Makes sense? Decarbonization is the only way to help protect these individuals. South Providence and Newport are low-lying sections of land and they need to be protected. They are already a vulnerable population because of low wages. How is it going to be when the ocean starts to overtake their homes? How are they going to be able to sell their homes when it's worthless? Where are they going to go? They'll be environmental refugees. Puerto Rico and their hurricanes are thought to be the result of global warming and warming oceans. Houston, New Orleans, and many other sections of the U.S. are experiencing more intense climate issues caused by CO2 emissions. Becoming energy independent would help us to stabilize and better regulate the cost of energy. Right now, gas is decided on a global market. What's to say it doesn't raise to $4 a gallon? We don't have control of that right now. We could heavily mitigate that issue with sustainable energy. Thank you.